Hi, and welcome to my channel. I'm Nancy, and today we are going to be working on some Dollar Tree Easter DIYs, which I am very excited about. For our DIY number one, it is going to be a large carrot. Now, this carrot came from the Dollar Tree, and it has kind of a multi-level. The green part of the carrot pokes up higher, and then it's obviously striped. And this is going to be kind of like a wreath center, but I'm not going to use it as a wreath. I'm going to hang it on my blanket ladder. So for paint, I am going to be using apple barrel paint, harvest orange, pumpkin, true green, and then a lighter green. And then I also pulled like a lemon yellow color, just kind of as options. I also had an olive green, so that we have some choices while we're painting, and we're going to be doing little lines. So I'll go ahead and get this painted. This one I used the pumpkin on the smaller ones that I'm going to be sticking on there. I actually end up going darker and using the harvest. As I paint the carrot, it's just one solid color, and then I'm going to paint the green part once the orange is dried. But while I'm waiting for it to dry, I am actually going to paint the little mini baby carrots that I'm going to be sticking onto the carrot. And I am painting that this same color. For this one, it's going to be the pumpkin. And then once I get it painted with the pumpkin, which is totally good, we're going to paint it with the true green. It's a lighter green, which I don't end up liking. So with the green, now that I have the green painted on the carrot, I'm going to outline it with a lighter green color around the edges, just to kind of give it a little bit more depth and to make it a little whimsical. I didn't really want to go with black or white, so I thought green was just give it a little bit of subtleness to it. I also debated on whether or not I wanted to add the little lines that you can see on the smaller carrots to the big carrot. But ultimately, with the big lines already cut into the wood, I decided not to. But you totally feel free to do so. In DIY number 2, where we put together all the little carrots, I will show you what colors I use to make those little lines. So while that dries, I went ahead and got my Cricut and I made a little saying to put on the big carrot, and we're just gonna weed that out. So now I'm going to take my carrot and my 4 little carrots, and I'm kind of playing with the placement here a little bit. I'm going to get my hot glue gun, and I'm going to glue down the carrots, the little baby carrots. I kind of want them to stack on top of each other. You could do this however you would like. If you want 3 carrots, you want 5 carrots, just however you would like to do it. I just like the 4 carrots kind of stacked together. And then now I'm going to place my little decal, which is going to say welcome to our carrot patch. Now that the decal's down, I am going to glue my carrots onto the big carrot. So each little carrot has, I made it so they kind of stacked on top of each other. Now learn from my mistake. I actually wanted the little carrot behind it, so don't glue it down. Glue the one behind first, just to learn from my mistake there. And then once it's all glued together, we will be all done, and I'll show you what it looks like. And here is our final project. I love it. I think it's so cute on my blanket ladder. Let me know what you think. So for DIY number 2, we are going to be using the rest of the carrots that came in that package from the Dollar Tree, and we are going to be making a garland. So we're going to do the same thing we did with the first one, and we are going to paint the carrots. However, on these carrots, instead of going with the pumpkin color, I am going to be using a harvest orange, and then I'm going to be using a true green for the carrot leaves on the top. Okay, so for this I'm going to be using the canary yellow and a little bit of that harvest color. I'm trying to make a color that's a little bit more orangey yellow to paint across to give it a little bit of texture. Now that I have my color, I'm gonna just do little tiny dashes across the carrot with that orangey canary yellow color. And I'm not being real precise, I'm just kind of like filling it in to kind of make it look like, you know, how the carrot looks when you pull it out of the ground. And then once I get that done, I end up doing two colors. I kind of pick a yellow, and first I tried lightening the orange just a little bit, and it didn't really show up. So just kind of play with it depending on what color you have and how much you want the stripes to show, or if you want them more like soft and muted and just kind of there. Totally up to you on how you do it. But I ended up using the pumpkin, the canary yellow mixed with a little tiny bit of orange, and then a more just the yellow color.
Life lessons come one in a dozen, the other 11 get something from nothing. Life lessons come one in a dozen, the other 11 get something from nothing. Life lessons come one in a dozen, the other 11 get something from nothing. Life changes just open the door. One thing's certain, I'll always be yours.
So once those are all painted with the little stripes, as you can see, I'm going to use that light green, and I'm going to outline the top of the carrot like I did on the big carrot in the previous DIY. Just kind of gonna just give it some lines and some marks. I'm kind of off frame here, but I'll show you a couple of them so you can see what I'm doing.
At 29 and I find myself wondering what did happen to the last 10. I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again. It's kind of funny that the more we pass time, the more we need to set them rewind. And 19 was the year I had to leave you, but now I'm seeing all the signs. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours again. Life lessons come one in a dozen, the other 11 get something from nothing. I sit here looking for an answer. Maybe the biggest question was in the last chapter. You gave me the soul I have today. Without you I never could have moved away. But now I see what you teach. I do believe I always should have stayed. Yeah. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure.
So now that we have them all painted, I believe there's like 6 of them, or 7. And I'm going to pull out my beads. You can get beads at the Dollar Tree. These beads are 2 different sizes, and I'm going to figure out what I want to string my garland up on. At first I thought I could maybe use this 1/2-inch ribbon, but it was too big for my beads. So I ended up using a piece of twine, and I'm just kind of laying out the design I want my beads to be, and then we're going to string them up. So with the twine I end up taping the end, so it kind of makes it a pointy needle, and I end up stringing small, big, small, big. So there's 4 beads between each carrot and then 2 on each end. For the carrot itself, I wanted it to hang straight, so I just looped it in and tied a little knot so that it had a little loop to be able to hang it from. So my loops ended up being a little bit too tall or too long, so I'm just shortening it up a little bit. And then we will trim those tails off here once we get the whole thing all put together.
At 29 and I find myself wondering what did happen to the last 10. I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again. It's kind of funny that the more we pass time, the more we need to set them rewind. And 19 was the year I had to leave you, but now I'm seeing all the signs. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours again. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 give something from nothing. I sit here looking for an answer. Maybe the biggest question was in the last chapter. You gave me the soul I have today. Without you I never could have moved away. But now I see what you teach. I do believe I always should have stayed. Yeah. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours again.
Okay, so now it's all strung together. I'm just making sure that they're laying the way I want to, and I'm going to trim the big long tail. And I'm just thinking, I don't like how the little tabs are poking up. So I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to hot glue those down so that they don't move. And then I will flip it over, and then I'm going to hot glue those little pieces down. And then I'll trim the big long tail off so that it doesn't slide around on us.
Life changes, just open the door. One thing certain, I'll always be
And then here is our finished product. It's so cute. It still dangles and still wiggles around, and they're going to move some. But it looks so cute hanging on my blanket ladder with the big carrot. Let me know what you think. DIY number 3 is just going to be a little tabletop sitter that is an Easter egg. So this little Easter egg is an MDF egg. You could use a bigger egg or a smaller egg. I know the Dollar Tree has lots of different sizes. This one just happens to have like a little twirly guy in it. And we're going to paint it 3 different colors of pink. And for the base of my egg, I'm going to go with the camo pink, which is the light pink. And paint it just solid. And it is going to take 2 coats of this apple barrel camo pink color to get it fully covered. Now that it's painted, I'm going to get the pink parfait, which is more of that bright, darker pink, and paint the little stripe that goes across the front of the egg. So once that was dry, I was getting ready to put the little pink stripe on, and I was like, this is just a little too boring, a little too plain. So I'm like, what am I gonna do? So I decided maybe I'd speckle it and take this third pink, which was the medium pink, and flick it with the paintbrush, with like kind of a hard stipple brush that I have, to give it kind of that speckly look to it, which I actually really enjoyed. Then I was looking at it again, and I'm like, maybe it needs a little bit more. So I started looking at different paints I have and different colors, trying to figure out what else I could do, or if I want to do a white or something. But ultimately, I ended up with doing a lavender. So I'm going to do the same process as I did with the pink. There was a little bit of speckle on that. I'm just going to dip it in. I'm going to get another one of those hard stipple brushes and just splatter it. And the thing I like about the splattering is it doesn't have to be perfect. You can see that there's kind of that chunk there, and I was like, oh no, but it gets covered up by the little stripe, so we're totally good. Just let that dry. Now I pulled in the purple, and I'm looking at the little pink stripe, and I'm like, what am I gonna do? It needs something else too. And I'm like, no. And I started to do little polka dots using the back of my paintbrush with the purple lavender color to also pull that purple into the little stripe. And I think it turned out so cute. So our last and final task, now that everything is dry, is going to be hot gluing it together. And you just need a little bit of hot glue and stick it down. I liked that it kind of just gave it a little bit more Easter egg fun effect, and I think it turned out cute just as a egg alone. But since I wanted it to be able to stand up, I decided I was going to use this really cute egg cutout that I found at the Dollar Tree and leave that wood. And I was like, do I have it hanging off the side? Does it go in the middle? Trying to decide how to glue it on, or off to the other edge. So I end up picking and just taking a little bit of hot glue, or maybe a lot of hot glue, depending on how you look at it, and I picked to put it off to the side, which I think, again, lining it up at the bottom of the egg so it kind of stands up looking like it's layered down, and I think it turned out super cute. And here it is all styled and ready to go for my Easter decorations. I think it turned out cute. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I really appreciate it. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing and joining my little family here on YouTube. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.